Here we are back at my favorite spot, GCRV 1568, planet AB1, the only Hazardous site here. So we're going to go from the center of this Hazardous to the center of the high-res, that high-res right there. About 14.5 kilometers from the center of this Hazardous. Unlike the other two maps, we shouldn't be running into any rocks, although we do come pretty close to one of the rocks. And I suppose this is the same story. It's not too critical to hit the exact center of this. I probably line up to the center of this a little more than I need to, practically. Also, this Cobra doesn't seem to have, it goes really fast. Maybe that's the problem. It goes really fast, but it doesn't slow down or go sideways very good. Or I don't think it does. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. That's probably close enough. Although I monkey with it some more, it looks like. And now I just have to tip up, and I should be pointing pretty close to my high res. Which is pretty far away. And I locked the vector of the ship again by putting the mouse into free look, or free cam, however it's said. And select the res again so that I can keep track of my 14.5 kilometers. And like I said, you shouldn't run into any rock, but this big one we're approaching now always worries me. Sometimes it looks like if it's rotating just right, it might clip you. I'm not sure. It never has. It always looks like it might. And again, the whole thruster issue, it's hard to gauge when to put on the brakes because this thing drifts forever, but I don't think it has A-rated thrusters. Maybe that would help a bunch. I've never flown this ship very much either, so I don't know too much about it. It's supposed to be really great. I'm not sure why I never flew it very much. Now we just have to turn around to face our Hazardous and get the planet on our left side. And when we do that, our big rock that we're looking for should just barely be visible down in the right hand corner. Kind of depends on where it is on its rotation. You can see it there, just barely rotating. Actually, before I straightened up, you could see it better. And that little stationary rock right below it, almost directly below it, is our first rock we're going to mine, and I think it's about 25. If you don't have this Cobra can carry 38 tons when it's completely full, and if you don't have that much capacity, I guess I wouldn't bother with this 25%er. Actually, we'll find out here in a second what it is. It's almost 26, so it's well worth mining if you get to this point. And if you are going to mine it, I'd always advise to do this one first, because finding it afterwards is hard if you do the big one first. Now I'm backing up to find the big one, but I get this message coming in and I'm like, uh-oh, I better prepare to get the heck out of here. But that's an old message, so nothing has happened so far. So as usual, I just go back to mining. Now the problem with this big 50%er is it's a not very nice shape. especially for this Cobra. If you have a bigger ship like Python or Anaconda and you have 9, 10, or 11 collectors, it wouldn't be an issue, but on this little one it's an issue. So what I try to do is put the pointing vector, or that pip of my ship, on the equator of the, so it's directly pointing at the equator, and then go straight up and around to sort of guess at where the top might be, the axis of rotation. And I didn't guess very well, but that's not a problem. We see it's up there to the right somewhere, so I'll just go up and to the right a bit, see how that works out. We're still not high enough, so that I go a little higher here. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, but we're kind of too straight on, and our limpets wouldn't. We want our limpets to go downwards, so I put some more angle into it so that they'll go downwards. And now I lock my ship again to keep it steady on this path, because I just want the rock to rotate around. And we'll see the rock rotates, and you'll see the little perfect circle. There's the little perfect circle. And we skipped ahead through. And there we have our 32 tons. Now I'm just waiting for the last bin of the refinery to fill up. And so that's our full 38 tons. And it looks like we left 8 Painite behind, so that's not too bad. That's a good result. Now we just need to get out.